What is up, everybody? It's your boy Corn. Make sure you guys hit that like and that subscribe. We have some stuff to talk about today. So, welcome back to What's Trending with Corn. First of all, I'm coming to you guys with another video about some fuckery going on in today's society. There is a dad out here running around with parading his 8-year-old son, who's a really good football player, by the way. Look. First of all, preface here. Time out. I am not here to judge someone on their parenting skills. I do not have kids of my own, and I never will. So I'm not here to try and judge somebody as a fucking parent. That's not my goal here. So before you guys jump on my back, before I get any fuckery in my comments, I do condone, by the way. I do want to just preface that I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to tell somebody how to parent their kids. However, I am here to say this. Some people need to slow the fuck down. Now, years ago, when I was maybe middle school, high school age, and if this did happen in high school, it's like early high school. This maybe around 2008, 9. USC, University of Southern California, offered a kid, I forget his name, who wasn't even in high school a scholarship to USC. And if he was in high school, maybe but I don't think this kid was in. He was like a little kid. Offered him a scholarship. I was like, yeah, whatever, cool, whatever. Like, I didn't take it seriously. I don't even know if those things are even valid by the time they even get to, college age. Because what if this kid sucks in high school? Go about things. I mean, this kid is under 10 years old and he's already parading him around. His dad's already parading him around on social media. The kid's running around shirtless and acting like he's moving cars and stuff. Again, I mean, it's all fun and games, whatever, but at the same time, now you're sitting up here saying this kid's got offers from North Texas, SMU, TCU, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, and the University of fucking Texas at 8 years old. Anyways, from the Ball brothers, or I don't know what you call them, the Ball boys. I don't want to call them the Ball boys. But the Ball brothers, right, who have, LeVar Ball as their dad. That dude outshines all of them. Like, he steps in the spotlight for all of them. Which, again, I'm not hating on that, but at the same time, I mean, if sometimes it just seems like you can kind of clearly tell on their faces that they hate being in the spotlight sometimes, like a lot of the time when they're around their dad. Because that dude never shuts the fuck up. And again, I'm not bashing him either. Because in a lot of ways, he's doing he's doing good things for his kids. But in other ways, it's detrimental. Again, not my motive to talk about that right now, but it is what it is. If you disagree with me, hit me up in the comments. But yeah, I wanted to at least preface you guys about what this whole baby Gronk situation is about. This kid is apparently a tight end, I believe, and which is why they call him Baby Gronk, I guess. And I guess bulldozes over everybody. I've seen some of the film. I mean, it's a bit impressive, yeah. But again, once we get into this interview, and I got like 2 minutes into this interview, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta. My reactions to this were freaking priceless. So I just figured, you know what? I don't care if I get 8 views on this fucking video or 80 views on this video. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I needed to film my initial reaction on this fucking interview. It's insane. Now, I don't know how this interview is going to be, how it's going to get. Again, I only watched like the first 2 minutes of it. I just found this. I'm actually subscribed to Coach Jason Brown, from Last Chance U. I just haven't watched any of this stuff in a while. And then I came across this video because I saw this Baby Gronk shit on Twitter, and I was like, oh my God, man. Oh, I was actually looking for like interviews, and I saw that Coach JB actually interviewed him, and I was like, okay, yep, I gotta talk about this. I gotta do a live reaction or whatever. So without further ado, I don't know how this interview is going to go. This might go. This might get better. This might go left. I have no idea.
Make sure you keep it respectful. The community's good in here. It was nice. The father and the son are coming on, and let's find out the real. They got a story to tell, and I'm glad they're calling in to tell it. So with no further ado, we're gonna bring in my main man, Baby Gronk, and his father, and we're gonna get the thing going. So appreciate everybody coming on.
What's going on? What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Let me get this thing the right way. Let me see if I could make this better. There we go. It's a little better. What's up, my man? What's up, little man? Baby Gronk, how you doing?
Good.
Flex
Good deal, man. Hey, man, you're quite the star, man. You're quite the star online, man. Your dad's done a great job with you, man, supporting you, marketing you, and all that stuff. So. We got a lot to discuss.
That's a problem that I have with this, though. It's not the fact that he's championing his son. You should always champion your kids, and your kids should already, obviously, like. Yeah, and this is, by the way, this is coming from a guy that grew up in sports, doing sports, and having a dad that trained you and did all this other stuff to help you get better at the sport. I completely understand where this dad is coming from. You know what I mean? Like, his heart is there, but again, some of the stuff is mad extra.
Pops, what's your name, Jake?
Yeah, my name's Jake.
Jake, I got you. So you want to introduce? So what's Lil Gronk's name, man? What's his real name?
His real name's go ahead, dude.
Madden.
His name's Madden after John Madden, the video game.
Okay, yeah. So
did he just say? Did he just say, like, John Madden, the video game? He didn't even... he didn't even say the coach? This dude's a clown already, man. This is how I knew. I was like, bruh.
So you guys are from Texas?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Well, look, man, first of all, listen, we all got haters.
That's comments. That's engagement.
Yeah.
That's views. That's how the world is today. It's all on the internet. It's all online. You see how Netflix did with you. It blew you up. But, we really saw a show and saw how you were on the show. And a lot of people think, that's who he is. But I know there's more to you, man, as a man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand now. It took a while, but I got it.
Right. No doubt. Yeah. So Baby Gronk, did you come up with the name or your pops come up with the name? And why'd you come up with the name?
My dad came up with the name.
Okay.
I went to recess, dude, one time, right? And he didn't know what he was doing, but they were just hanging on him and he was dragging them. So I thought in my head, his mom's white. So I said, damn, he looked like a little Baby Gronk. So I said, that's what we're going to use for the nickname, because it'll be catchy for kids, to say, hey, that's Baby Gronk.
No, he chose that because he knew it was going to get a social media rise out of people, man. He knew, his marketing strategy fucking worked. I can't be mad at him for that, but you can't be sitting up here lying about some damn. Oh, yeah, we got the nickname. No, fam, you got it because you knew on social media that's what people are going to gravitate towards, man. Come on now. Come on. Just be fucking honest.
So is Gronkowski, is he an idol or did you guys like him, his game or anything?
We rock with him. He follows them. They both follow each other. But I kind of raised him where he really ain't got idols, man. He looks at everybody like they're humans, which they are. At the end of the day, man, we all put our pants on the same way.
Nah, I hear you. So look, there's a lot of questions.
Coach Jamie's like, shut the fuck up. No, but I do understand what he's saying. If he actually means what he's saying, it is true. I mean, we're all people, man. We don't need any fucking idols, shit like that. You got people to look up to, but we don't need no fucking idols.
A lot of folks say that everything you guys do online, you have some type of Nike symbol on. Do you guys got an NIL deal with Nike by chance, or can you comment, or is this just Nike your flavor?
No deal with Nike, to be honest. The thing is, he did some work for East Bay, so they had him on the East Bay magazine, and they sent him a whole bunch of Nike to promote and push. You know, when he had to take pictures. He's close to Battle since he was little. You know, and he's close to Under Armour. He's close to everybody, but really right now we're just waiting on the biggest bag right now. So I'm letting that sit, and I'm building them up more. So whenever they offer the biggest bag, that's where we'll go to. But it has to fit what we're doing. You know, I think Puma might mess us up because we do football. Just for an example.
I got you. So let's dive into this, man. Let me ask you. Let's get it started. So I'm trying not to read all the comments because there's so much coming in because I'm trying to do the show. And
look, there go a comment right there because the comments help you. And I've been seeing this guy on Twitter too, Al Mack, where he said, "Why do you only let him play six-man football?" See, look, Al Mack, the real story was he played 11-man, but I put in second grade, and a baseball coach said, "Hey, well, if you let Baby Gronk play on my team, then we'll pay for everything, helmet and everything." So I said, "Okay." So I didn't know you couldn't play on two tackle teams at the same time. So I got him kicked out of the other league, and he ended up being in that six-man league, which I didn't know. So
got him kicked out of the other league, and then put him.
Everybody saw highlights of this six-man league, but that's all we had. The reason why I got into two leagues is because we needed more content, more footage, and I wanted him to play more tackle his first year.
Bro, this is at 8 years old, bro. At 8 years old. Look, I get that in Texas it's a whole different breed. Football, Texas and Florida, California, like those are football is very essential in those states. I get it. But fam, 8 years old.
So after that one season, we were out after we won the Super Bowl and he dominated his thing. We went back to 11-man. So that's why a lot of people always say that 6-man play real football. You know, for the whole first year, coach, they thought he was a white guy. They didn't know his background. They don't know where I come from. You know,
Why does that matter?
We brought if they want to talk about a hard growing up and a hard past and a story to tell, I got it. So the thing is, everything I did in my life and how I failed, I'm just doing the same things that helped me, and I'm just fixing what didn't help me and what messed me up.
So look, let me ask you, what nationality are you guys?
I'm Hispanic. He's half Hispanic and half white.
Okay, got you. And you grew up in Texas. What part of Texas?
Man, I was all over. McKinney, Prosper, Salina. After high school, I was in Dallas.
Okay, I got you. And so you played ball in high school, right? You played running back or something yourself?
Yeah, I played running back.
Got you. So let me ask, let's dive into this, man. What at the end of the day, what are you trying to accomplish with his social media presence and all his stardom at such a young age? Like, I guess that's where my first question. So, because you know, the bottom line is the naysayers will say you are crazy. You're living through your boy, looking to profit off his name. I mean, I've seen it all, right? I've seen it all. What would you tell these folks?
It's like this, dude. If I owned a lawnmower service, I'm gonna teach my son how to cut grass. You know what I'm saying? If I was a lawyer and I went to school for it, I'm gonna show my son how to get in. All I know is sports and dope. That's it. Drugs, to be honest with you. And drugs fucked me up. So I'm gonna show my son sports.
He had me in the first half. He had me in the first half, man.
Of course. But now I see that sports don't last forever. It's not forever. No matter how big of a dream you have to make it to the NFL, it probably ain't going to happen. Do you know how many players in college, no matter the college size, the whole team says they're going to the league? The guy didn't do nothing in high school, but he has hope that he's going to the league. I've heard it. I've said it. So what I'm doing is I'm setting them up for life financially. I'm going to buy them land. I'm going to buy him houses. I'm going to get him a company or two. I'm going to get him whatever he wants to start up. I'm going to put money down for him where he can make more money back. See, what we didn't have growing up, the blacks and the Hispanics, we didn't have our dads having an office with the degree hanging on it and saying, Harvard or Yale. We didn't have that, man. I had my dad looking at me coked up when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make him have everything, but the way I know how to hustle is through the internet and the marketing and sports. So why not put it all together? They say it's too much pressure. Man, they say he's a target. I'm making him a target, dude. You think everybody with the ball ain't a target? This is football. This is what we're talking about. It's an animal sport.
Until they pull what was that team that did that one year? The Minnesota Vikings on Brett Favre. No, not Minnesota Vikings. The New Orleans Saints back when Favre was with the Vikings, where they were like targeting oof. Look, a lot of what he's saying. I mean, like I said before, his heart is in the right place. His heart is in the right place. But some of his demeanor is a bit extra, man. Some of the stuff that he's saying that, he's doing this and doing that is just a little bit extra. Like, I don't want to judge too much, but it seems like he's a kid. He's not supposed to know what he's going to want to do the rest of his life. It's cool to put money aside for your kid and everything for, what everyone wants to do. But looking at this kid right now, this kid looks like he just wants to be a kid. But I could be
age. And this is just being real to you. I don't know if you want the baby reading the comments or not, because people say negative shit. I don't know if you want that to happen. If it's good with you, you're the dad. I just want to give you a heads up because it looks like he's reading it. So what? So let me ask you this. Here's my counter to what you do. All right, my counter.
It's catching video. It's like, I don't know. He's like, it seems like he's already reading them. So
counter is there's been actors and actresses, to all the haters out there, all the naysayers. I'm going to defend both sides, be devil's advocate. There's been actors and actresses, the Olsen twins, for instance, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, right? Their parents started them at acting at 2 years old, 3 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
The difference between that and you is we have cell phones now. There's social media now. So those guys didn't take near the hate that you're going to take because it's so convenient. We got it right here in our hands. We can watch, Baby Gronk all day long. We can hate on him. We can love on him, whatever we want to do. Back in the day, we didn't know. We see Macaulay Culkin on a huge show like Home Alone. We don't really know that this cat was basically tortured in some essence, if you read his story, on how he was raised up and what he could eat and what he couldn't eat and what he could do. And so was the Olsen twins. And so were probably a million other babies that were thrown into the entertainment world, right? Not even athletics. Let's just talk entertainment. So I'm comparing it to that because of his age.
It's athletics too.
He's young, etc. The scrutiny is going to be similar, but we have social media, just like we talked about. But there's back in my day, we had a guy named Todd Marinovich, right? We called him Todd Marijuanovich. All he did was smoke weed, but his daddy would not allow him to drink a soda. He wouldn't allow him to do anything but do pull-ups, push-ups, hit the weights. He was 7, 8 years old, and what happened was he became known as a guy who didn't drink Coke. He snorted it, right? So Lane Kiffin offered a 7th grader when he was the head coach of USC. So this isn't like in some crazy,
That's it. It was the kid. I forget who it was because I know they offered a blind kid and then offered another kid. It might have been his name, but yeah. So what he's talking about was when Lane Kiffin, when he was at USC. So when Lane Kiffin was at USC, I was still a kid. So I saw that they were offering kids, scholarships for college. And I'm like, fam, you don't even know if this kid's going to be good. You don't know if he's even going to be good 2 years from now. But you're going to offer him a scholarship for a 7th grader, a scholarship. When by 10th grade, who knows if he's going to be a dud. If he's not going to be any fucking good. But anyways, that's the story. Was the 7th grade. Yeah.
This ain't crazy. This
Yeah,
ain't
this
crazy.
has happened before. I get it. I know it's happened. I know. I was actually around Lane at the time when he offered the kid, and I get it. So it's not totally far fetched for all the naysayers out there. My whole point is on wanting to get you on here is that I don't agree. I don't like 7-on-7. I hate the personal trainer world that we live in. I think it creates soft asses and hard heads.
Yeah.
I have never seen a positive coming from a kid who dominates his age bracket at, say, your son's age, but then falls off the planet when he gets to high.
Because it's common fucking sense. It's common fun. We see it happen all the time. We've seen it happen since the mid-2000s, if even earlier than that.
High school, and then his growth spurt catches up to him, and by these other kids passing him by. I've seen it here in California. We had a kid in La Salle, and he's a YouTube sensation. They call him the next Reggie Bush. He was a white boy, running back, and you know, never heard from him again, right? And then you got the Tate Martells of the world, who was also an IE Duck out here in Cali, ended up going to Bishop Gorman in Vegas, and look at him. He's been to 4 colleges. You know, he's never been able to get it done. So I've seen it here with all these YouTube sensations, and so what's different with Baby Gronk? What makes him so different than what history has shown us?
I'm curious.
You know what I'm
about
saying?
this one.
So I was that guy. I did all the cocaine too. You know, not that my dad was living like, you know, my dad was a party animal. You know what I'm saying? My dad had a lot of women. My dad had, you know, I seen a lot of things. I was a grown man by 3rd grade. The thing is, I was Boobie Miles. So I've lived this life that he's about to live. I was a star. I was the man of the city. They passed me. I didn't do no homework. I didn't take no backpack. They treated me like a star. I had all the women, had it all. You know, I've been the man for a while. So I learned a lot from being the man, and it's not always good. I had a lot of pride. I wasn't humble. See, he was born with different character, you know, with a different personality. See, he don't talk much. He just does his job and does his work. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to break, you know, rules at school. It's just, I'm just telling you. Me, I wanted all the attention. Me. So what we show on the internet, that's not really everything about him. Just like they viewed you on Netflix. So all that dog.
Except it wasn't kids on the Netflix show. This is your son we're talking about. So you just said, this ain't really him. All the cameras, all the fucking social media bullshit that I'm putting in front of his fucking face at 8 years old. The kid's going to school, and he just wants to be a regular fucking kid. This is not who he is, what you see on Instagram and Twitter. And anywhere, any fucking elsewhere. You scouting tape, whatever the fuck. The kid is really good at football. Let him be a kid and play football. Look, the training stuff, I don't have a problem with. Like I said before, but it's the whole social media shit. You're sitting here saying, oh, you know, the social media stuff. But you literally just contradicted yourself. You just literally just contradicted yourself and said, this ain't him. What you see, that's not. He's quiet. He's shy. He doesn't want to, like, he's not doing all this attention stuff. But when you turn on the fucking cameras, it's a different story.
Mentality that hard, that treating them hard and that work and all that stuff, he puts it in. See, look, someone can go to work for a week and go hard. But that guy probably can't go for 30 years like that other guy that went and waked up at the same time and went consistently. A routine. That's what he has, dude. He has a routine. So he's been going for 3 years, 5 days a week. He diets because he wants to, and he wants to be the best. And
he diets because he wants. I don't know any fucking 8-year-old that diets because they want to. But whatever. I can't say too much about that because, again, I'm not a fucking parent. So
a lot of kids ain't built like that. That's what I tell these parents. They say,
no kid is built like that.
Say, my kid's this, my kid's special, my kid's that. He don't have that mindset like that. A lot of kids are weak nowadays. This generation is different. So this old generation's in my son because I treat him like that. But then he has a balance because his mom's white. She likes to do events. She likes to go to museums and all this bullshit, right? I don't like them. She does. So she takes him. She takes him to the kid stuff.
Never mind.
So she keeps him balanced. We have a good thing going right now where really, dude, he has a great childhood. He just puts in a lot of work because a lot of kids ain't outside no more like they used to be honest. So this working out and stuff, just like how we used to run outside all day until 10 hours a day, we're outside. But now that all we did was put a schedule on it. That's what these people don't see. But they're going to see it though. So I put the internet to doubt him. But when they see him in real life, he's the real deal. They say, oh, he's just bigger. No, dude, we put in a lot of work. My kid ain't like their kids. They drive their kids up there and, they're talking, got some music, and they're saying, go get them. No, my kid programmed already. He understands what he's going to that game for. He understands what it got to look like, and he understands what he got to do. We study this shit, we live it, but at the same time, dude, he knows that, he just wants to be set for life. And the internet's going to make that possible without sports or with sports. Sports is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Play it till you can't.
So Madden, let me ask you, Madden, what are your goals? Do you kind of understand?
Madden, who's named, this is coming from the dead, who is named after the video game John Madden. Not the coach, the video game.
Or grasp the concept of at your young age, do you have your own goals, or are you just going straight off what Pops has molded you into be? Do you know what you want to do right now?
Yeah, I want to make it to the NFL.
So football is your love, your passion, football.
Yes.
And you know that because why? Like, how do you know it's not basketball or golf or just throwing? I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. How do you know at this age that you want to be just a football player? What if later on in life you want to play golf and be the next Tiger Woods? Have you ever thought of that?
No.
He got the second sport though. Tell him.
Baseball.
Okay. I got you.
He's better at baseball coach than football. We just don't promote it because it's boring. He was more natural to baseball. Football, we putting in a lot of work. He couldn't catch the ball. He couldn't cut. He wasn't there yet. He just had a little body to work with. Baseball, he came in looking like a baseball player.
Jake, a lot of cats, a lot of people are going to say, well, you only like football because your dad molded you to be. Well, I guess my question to you, Jake, if he doesn't like it, let's just say he don't like it in 5 years, are you good with it?
I got to be good with it. It's my son. That's why I tell him, if you don't love this, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, if you don't want to play this game, don't play this game.
I feel like in a few years, that's what's going to happen. Like, I feel like if he truly feels that way, and I hope he does, I hope he will accept the fact that, his son most likely will not want to. If you're consuming football like this at this age, right now, at 8 years old, by the time you hit 18, I don't know. You may not have the same passion and the same love for it.
This game takes a lot out of you, and it's going to ask a lot from you. So if you want to do this, I'm rocking with you. I'm here. But there's some kids, man, that just got that special factor, do that special it. You see it in their eyes when you see them play the game, and he got it, man. And it's not because it's my son. I just know football,
Right. I got you. So let me ask you this, so my experience recruiting kids, obviously I've never recruited a third grader. So I've recruited kids from all walks of life, all over the place. And I walk into a home and I do a recruiting visit with a family, and I ask mom and dad, I'm like, okay, listen, at the end of the day, who's making the decision when it comes to getting recruited? And all the parents I just had 7 drafted in the NFL last draft, and all those kids' parents told me, he's doing it. It's him. And I'm like, really? So your 17-year-old kid is making the sole decision on his future. And they all look at me and they drop their jaw and they sit there, and I'm like, have you paid a light bill, son? Have you paid a mortgage? Have you paid put a kid through college? have you done this, this, and this? And they all look at me and they say, no. And I'm like, what does the other coaches ask you? And they say, man, they say, good job. I get to make my own decision. And I'm like, see, they're failing you because kids at 17 don't know how to make a decision. They have never made a meaningful decision. And now you see why and what has come to fruition with making these decisions at 17.
All the transfers and the transfer portals, and he's not wrong. The NIL deal stuff, like all the getting paid, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
By the parents allowing them to make.
Although I will say this, I do believe that kids should still choose their own colleges, though. I just because they're going to be the ones going there. They're going to be the ones that are going to have to get up and deal with that coach every fucking day, and the coach and that staff and their play and the teammates every fucking day. So I do think that to an extent, kids should still have the ultimate decision of where they want to go play football at. That's just my own personal opinion.
What actually comes up when you type in decommit? You should all do this test. And if I was recruiting a bunch of kids and I told the kids all to do it, the word what happens underneath the word?
Decommission?
No, decommit.
No, I'm saying it pops up.
So like if you just try to text me the word decommit. What does it do? It tries to auto fix the word because the word does not exist. So Madden, my point to you is if you see these guys now putting these hats on for 7 different colleges and then they say, okay, I'm committed to Oregon. And then in 3 weeks, they say, I have decided to decommit. They're lying. Where I'm from and being from the hood, it's called a renege. So that's just like when we play cards and play spades and we miss deal or we call the wrong suit or we play the wrong card. It's called a renege. Yeah. That's really what the word should be. It's not decommit. Decommit doesn't really exist because you can't commit to something and then decommit. There's just no such thing. You committed already. Committed is the end all. It's the be all. That's what it is.
Everything you're telling me, man, it makes sense. We got it all planned out, dude. I've been having this plan before I had him. How I was gonna raise him, how I was gonna treat him, what I was gonna name him. You know, how I was gonna get him good at football. And then I started learning more things. You know, I started.
So before he was even born, you already knew that how you were gonna train him in football. Like I'm not trying to accuse this dude of being a terrible parent or anything like that. It's just some of the stuff he's saying is contradicting the stuff he was saying earlier.
Realizing, and man, I try to pick up new stuff and try to think about different ways. You know, I could have did better. Like for an example, man, I thought about this. You being from the hood, everybody, you know, raised in bad neighborhoods and just raised, you know, where your dad or your mom or whoever programs you to have pride, to never get disrespected, to be a man, right? So if someone tells us something, then at school, you know, they tell us something, then we're going to react real fast and we're going to hit them one time because they always told us that. We're going to hit them right in the mouth. Well, what happens is that becomes normal. We don't get in trouble that bad the first time, but it gets worse. But what I saw was those Indian kids that are successful, those Asians that are nerds and successful, those white guys.
I'm seeing a trend here, and I'm trying to choose my words wisely with the way this dude talks. I hope you guys see this trend too.
Guys that would say, hey, it's okay, you know, they had their glasses knocked off and just pick up their books and keep walking. They were successful. They didn't have no pride, but they all got degrees and they all got good.
I think he has a skewered view on what the word pride means. It doesn't have to be pride does not have to be a physical thing, but sometimes you just can't tell certain people things, man.
Lives with wives and beautiful kids right now.
Lost in the sauce, man.
That's the kind of stuff I'm trying to pick up, and that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to, I'm trying to change it up. I'm trying to see what really went wrong, what really happen. And then I hear a lot of parents, they've always said, oh, he's going to learn one day. Oh, he's going to learn. He's going to learn. If you already know what he's going to go through in life at these certain ages, then why not just walk him through that motherfucker and get him through? So whenever he's going to college, hey, I'm moving in with you. I'm about to guide you through this whole thing that I failed, because I've already seen when you're alone how it feels and how hard it really is. I'm moving in with you. We're going to get this shit done together. I'm going to get you that paper. And if you play football, you play football. If you don't, you got that damn degree. Let's finish this shit. I've been with you all your life. I see this shit, man. I mean, and that's.
If he's talking about moving in with his son in college, that ain't going to work out. That ain't going to work out. I'm telling you right now, Baby Gronk is gonna. I'm telling you right now, Baby Gronk is gonna be like, "Yo, look, pops, nah, nah."
Just, I live for my kids, dude. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go out. I don't go on dates with my girl. I live for my kids, dude. That's.
You need to go on. You need to go out on dates with your girl. By the way, you need to fucking do that. Obviously,
she would most likely cheat on me and probably get away with it. And not only that, but she would obviously probably eventually dump me for a much better guy.
Oh, this is my purpose. I used to have a lot of money. I used to be a big dog. And when I had all this money, I thought, like, you know, hey, I was depressed. I wasn't happy. I would look in the mirror and say, what's my purpose? Like, a lot of people watching right now ask themselves, you know, what's my purpose? That's the hardest thing to find. And it's my kids, man.
facts.
How's your baby's well, I'll ask him. Madden, how's your grades? How are you in school?
Good.
Yeah.
What kind of grades?
A's.
Yeah. So do you have him like you got him tutors or anything, or he's been good? Like he's never had an issue growing up as like, man, as far as anything, read, write, any of that shit?
Man, he's dyslexic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, this ain't because it's my son, dude.
I think he meant dyslexic.
Go to these damn events, field day, or I go to like where they show you stuff in the classroom and all that stuff. The teachers tell my girl, y'all are raising a great kid. The kid don't get in trouble. I mean, you can't outwork them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna outwork them. You know, in college, when you get there, you don't gotta be the smartest person. You just gotta finish your work and be there. You know what I'm saying? So the work ethic that he got to do great, it's there. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 10 years. So the first 10 years of your life, we did well. We did this. We were at these levels. Then I'm gonna go 10 to 20 and try to survive him and make him keep the numbers up or get greater, and then go another 20 to 30. You know what I'm saying? So we taking it every 10 years. But man, dude, the work ethic is I can't talk about it, can't speak it. To me, it's normal. But to other people,
You can look at Coach JV's face and just like him trying to fathom the shit that's coming out this dude's mouth about. He's like, yo, this motherfucker, dude.
people, it's something they've never seen before.
What do you do, Pops? So what do you do for work?
I train kids, young athletes. I also do I do a big social media marketing. So what I saw was, you know, the internet can get you buzzing. The internet can blow you up. The internet can get you a scholarship. So what I did was take these young athletes, after I put my son to like a Drake level in the youth sports, I said, okay, now I can sell the game to them. So I got like 180 to 200 kids from 5 to 16 years old, and I trained their parents on how to run social media. A lot of kids were successful. Some got Oakley deals. I got the #1 6th grade quarterback in the country. You know, the list goes on and on. They're all over the news. They're all getting numbers. They're getting free merchandise. This ain't luck, man. This ain't luck what I did with him. You know, everything was written already. It's like the Bible.
Dude's got a good hustle, though. Think about that. If he's charging those kids, if he's actually teaching 180 to 200 kids, training them how to be better at football at their positions, and let's say he's charging them maybe 50 to 100. That's a lot of fucking money per kid. $50 to $100 per kid for 200 kids is a lot of fucking money by itself. Add it on top of whatever fucking money else he's making, or whatever else he's making money on, or gaining a profit from. So, hey, I can't knock his hustle. I can't knock his fatherly ways. This dude is a great dad, great parent. But I gotta say, man, like as someone who is teaching someone, a young kid, whether it's your son or not, sometimes you gotta kind of, like, you got every single thing planned out for this kid of his entire fucking youth. That's not going to end well. It's just not going to. He's gonna have to switch some shit up, man. He's gonna have to switch some shit up.
To be fair, I'm just gonna ask you a question. You have a lofty expectation for him, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we got insurance, dude. That's what the platform's for. So guess what? If he gets hurt or he's a bust, that NIL money is still
I hate to say
his.
bust, but yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
He's going to be paid and set regardless. He's going to have $1 million in high school.
See, a lot of kids, not to cut you off, but
Why the fuck do you want your kid to have $1 million in high school? Off of cameras and social media. And you're saying if he becomes a bust. So if he's not even good at what you're creating all the social media buzz for, if he turns out to not be good at that, hey, we got the NIL deals, we got that money, he gonna be a millionaire in high school. What?
a lot of people don't realize, if you ever seen the Netflix series Cheer,
Man, Gabby Butler kissed him.
there you go. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people that are in the chat talking, a lot of folks that I see hating on social media, they don't talk about the Gabby Butlers of the world and these young girls when they're being groomed as a youngster. They come in as well and have millions of followers before they ever even hit the high school level in this cheer world. And I see similarities here, right? So I see the same thing that you're doing. So I understand that, I want to know, did they get the same hate is all I want to know. Because like LeVar Ball, I grew up here. Obviously, I know LeVar Ball and his family, they grew up right up the street. But he did the similar thing, right? He did this plan for his kids. There's been other people.
As I mentioned earlier, we see these trends happen every so often.
Cheer, it's a very similar situation. They're doing that thing all day. They basically had NIL deals before NIL came out, right?
Yeah.
So basically they had all these sponsors. They were on shows. They had their own TV show. They had different things. But
get it like this, Coach. Get it like this. You were on Netflix. It blew you up. Now you got whiskey and cigars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your platform is your platform. So whenever say he's a bust, say he don't make it, well, he still got that platform shit. He can go sell spinner baits for bass, and they're gonna buy it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta see you gotta take the platform though and create your own hustle. So that's what I did, because they didn't pay me $1. They didn't pay me $1, and basically a lot of people can argue they depicted me in a horrible way, right? So basically they've made me unhireable. So that's because they only wanted to show certain clips, right? So to avoid this similar thing that's happened to me, let's just use me as the fucking scapegoat or the vessel. How are you going to avoid similar thing? Like, how are you going to make sure you avoid the negative approach if he doesn't make it?
Whenever we first started this, Coach, in kindergarten, I kind of thought like, man, we're showing them with jewelry, with money on the shoulder, with rappers, with girls. And I could see some people took it. They never seen it before, so they didn't know how to act with it. And then, it started popping, and the world got worse, and the internet kept on hitting and getting numbers, and they wanted engagement. Well, guess what? He just was on the NFL Network like 3 weeks ago with Willie McGinnis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw Willie. I grew up with Willie. Yep.
We're big, major. We can do what we want to do. and keep it pushing and moving, he's only going to get older where everything's going to be a hit. You know what I'm saying? There's no stopping it, dude. Like, really, I thought about it, man, how they could stop it. There's no stopping it because I say the market's behind them, but the talent's behind them, and the real life is behind them. You know what I'm saying? Baseball's always there. But football, he's half white, dude. The mom's got great size. The brother's got great size. The thing is, if I had a little Hispanic woman, I'd probably play him in all baseball. So I play my cards right. You know, I was a football player, dude. I was better than a lot of these people that are making comments here. And I know it's in the blood, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, Madden, let me ask you something. What do you think? Like, you're a youngster, man. You're a baby. What would you say if I asked you, like, hey, do you think your dad's putting some pressure on you to perform at a very high level? And do you feel like you can't let your dad down because he's been there for you, he's done this for you? Or are you okay with saying, hey, if I don't make it, I don't make it, but I'm gonna try my damnedest, I'm gonna try my hardest? Do you feel any pressure at a young age to perform and be the best every day, or you just say, you know what, that's me, I'm gonna be the best?
I don't feel no pressure.
That's right. So you love it. You just gonna go out and play every day.
Yeah.
So you don't care what anyone thinks. You don't care about the haters. I'm sure you already hear it from other people. Pops, does he get hate like from kids because their daddies?
Hey, it's jealousy. So the thing is, dude, I mean, it's in the games, dude, but he always comes out clutch. He always pressure. Shit, I want him under pressure. He wants to be in that moment because that's what we train for, dude. You know what I'm saying? That pressure shit, I love that shit. He wants the ball in his hand when that pressure's on because we train for that pressure. A lot of these kids don't train like we do. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that. So, dude, we get a lot of hate, man, but it's jealousy. And when I look at these parents, when I go look at them, I don't ever comment back because I really don't care. It don't bother me. I expected this. You know what I'm saying? I did it for this certain reason. I go look at them, and they always got a kid the same age. So what they're doing is comparing. I think, and I tell them, man, if y'all want me to donate some damn sperm to y'all and make y'all baby Gronk, I can. But it's just jealousy, dude. The world's full of jealousy, man. I mean, this shit been going on since, back in whenever Jesus was here, man. I mean, it's just hatred and jealousy, dude. And we can't stop that. We can't do nothing about that. You probably had people on your coaching staff that were jealous of all the success you had when that show went on. And I know you did.
I saw a post or something that you're going to forego middle school. Is that real?
That might be real. The thing is, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with his body. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to save his body a couple? Because nowadays they're playing their second grade kids year-round tackle. And if he got that dog, he got that dog. If he don't, he don't. You know what I'm saying? If a rooster gonna win that fight and he got it in him, that rooster's gonna win. But I think we might. I'm seeing how the body grows and how he looks, and if I need to sit out one year to let his body rest, it wouldn't be a bad idea. You see NFL players sitting out and resting, and sometimes it does them good. You know what I'm saying?
So I see, high school kids, man, they re-age and all that, and they reclassify and stuff. I've never seen a middle schooler do it. So I'm trying to figure out where's your philosophy as far as, because bottom line is we don't get to mature our bodies in this. So football is different than basketball, right? It's different than other sports. So I'm just trying to make sure, like, this is just my professional opinion. Like, if he don't play middle school and so let me clarify, you're going to miss middle school or sit out. You're not going to go straight to high school, right? Because you have to have a certain age, right?
Yeah, it got to be a certain age. In Texas right now, they're talking about they're not even going to let freshmen play varsity no more. See, the world getting soft. Football changing.
That's what I heard. Yeah. You're not worried about the social interaction aspect of him missing middle school? Or is he going to go to middle school?
No, he'll go to middle school. He's always going to go to school. It's just taking a year or two off his body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just save it.
This dude has his son skipping middle school football. So all of this shit you're doing, right? All of this shit you're doing right now for your son on social media, and yet you're not going to put him through middle school football? You're not going to have him play football in middle school? You're telling him he's going to take 2 years off of his body from middle school football? Bro, this just gets more and more just
in the body.
So
Saving
what's
the
he
head.
gonna do? What's he gonna do in those 2 years as far as playing?
Baseball.
I got my own take on it and stuff like that, but so let me ask you this, Madden. Do you currently love this life? Are you good with what you're doing?
Yeah.
You love everything about it. You're all gung ho. You ready to do it?
Mhm.
You
You see how excited he is to say yeah. You see how look at the look on his face. You see how excited he is to talk about football. Talk about how much he loves the sport.
You good with taking a few years off? When does he go to middle school though? 7th grade?
7th grade.
I got you. So he got years. We're talking years from now.
Yeah, he got
So
time.
what's he doing now? Like, what's he going to do from now until 7th grade?
Oh, stay on the routine we got, man. We train 5 days a week, 2 days off. Every year I give him at least 2 weeks off the whole time, just to rest the whole body and do whatever, just relax and do what he wants to do. You know, we stay on the path we're on, man, because everything's been working. He plays a lot of sports. You know, tomorrow he got a basketball game. He does basketball. He does lacrosse. He does soccer. He does it all, man. He loves sports. You know, he plays Madden. He's watching the YouTube with the football. The kid loves it. You know, he loves it, man. And shit, if he loves it, I love it. You know. And I mean, I can't do nothing but push him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. I only know how to go hard. Like whenever I drink beer, I drank a whole bunch of beer. I wanted all the damn cocaine, and I wanted to go out.
Yep.
That's just the person I was. Either I do it all or nothing. So that's what I tell him. With this football stuff, you got to really love this. You know what I'm saying? It can't be nothing else. It can't, because I see a lot of kids in high school, they got the talent, but they want to hang out with their friends and go out over here when they could have been working on their craft and getting better and staying in their lane and in their dream. You know what I'm saying? It takes sacrifice, man.
It's all where you grew up, it's your environment, it's etc. So to the people that say you're trying to break a generational curse, but you talking about coke, titties, and beer in front of your baby, what do you say about that?
I mean, he gonna see it. He sees it already. Man, all these people that got children right here, they give their kids the phone on YouTube, and YouTube's throwing them the devil's advertisements. You don't know what the hell's gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? That pride.
That's one reason why I don't follow that suit. That's one reason why if my kid's gonna learn some shit from me, it's gonna be from me. It ain't gonna be from YouTube. It ain't gonna be from social media, because that's what these kids do anyway. So
yeah,
a lot of people that talk like that, that's why I haven't said nothing, because it's like, well, the issue is I see a 2nd grader in Michigan smoked her daddy with a gun. So let's calm down on
I mean, how bad is it, dude?
Around them. Let's calm down. We're teaching little babies how to shoot guns right now at 2 years old. That's a bigger issue to me than some fucking cuss words. But I'm just keeping 100.
I don't get it either, dude. You know, they're hating on this so much. Like if we're doing negative, the dude likes football. He loves football. He trains and he eats healthy for his body, for his life. Right? We should all eat healthy. What is he doing wrong? Ain't nothing doing. There's kids out there that got problems for real. You know what I'm saying? Go comment on their stuff.
Hey, this is how I look at it.
Shout out their school.
You're involved. You're involved. Baby Gronk, you got anything you want to say? I appreciate you coming in, big dog. I'm rooting for you. I'll tell you that. I'm rooting for you. I want to see you doing. If I could ever help you in any way, let me know. Tell your dad, let me know, and maybe we can link up and do something. It'd be a good deal.
He said he wants you to coach his tackle team, coach.
Oh shit! Well, let's do it. Hey, it better be 11, man. Shit.
Hey,
I gotta call it. Wants to call in my boy from Florida. He's a good
Baby Gronk. Baby Gronk doesn't even seem any kind of enthused. The fact that Coach JB said that he would. Hey, let me know. Let me know. I'll come in and coach your team if it's 11-man team. You didn't see his face flinch whatsoever. I'm telling you, man. I look, man. He just overdoes it, man. He just overdoes it, and like Coach JB tried to say it in the nicest way possible, man, the most respectful way possible, which is he most likely will not want to do this 10 years from now. He may not have the same passion for football 10 years from now, and you're doing all of this. Sometimes you just gotta. The moral of the story is sometimes you just gotta let a kid be a fucking kid, man. You just gotta let a kid be a kid. That's it. Yes, having played football, yeah, you want him to be the best, and yeah, you can train and do all this other, but all this social media stuff, you're sitting here complaining about, oh, there's worse problems in the world. Of course there's worse problems in the world. Yes, there are more kids dealing with way worse shit. But here you are, making things better, yes. But to what detriment? It's definitely something that I wanted to talk about, that I've been meaning to talk about for quite some time now, just because last time I saw this whole Baby Gronk thing, I'm like, they're really giving out scholarships to 8-year-olds, man. Really giving out scholarships to 8-year-olds. And that, at the end of the day, that's the only reason why I did this video, man, was just because I wanted people to see there's some dumbness in this world, man. There's some dumbness in this world. It's just more evidence of people just walking around just being dumb. Anyways, man, make sure you guys hit that like and that subscribe. It's your boy Corn. It's Half-Ass Pod. I am OUT.